Hello, let me welcome you to the interview with Agnieszka Pendzimaz, the founder and the CEO of Summit Language School from Poland. We're going to speak more about the principle number 9 of a smart person, and it says, believe in yourself and act. I have prepared some questions for Agnieszka, and I would be very happy if she could really answer them from the bottom of her heart and inspire, I believe, all of you watching. So Agnieszka, when you look back in your life, was there a moment when you recognized this quality inside of you, and what it was like?
Hello everyone. Yes, thank you Jana for inviting me to this interview. Yes, it was a long time ago. Actually, I realized that about a couple of years ago that this is something that I would like to do it in my life, but what I got the feeling that I was preparing myself for this through the whole my studies, my whole life, and the whole time that I was leading my school. Mm-hmm. So step by step, I believed in myself that this is what I'm doing is the right thing.
Yeah. Okay, so there are two verbs: believe in yourself and act. So if you are to choose which one talks to you more, which one is it and why?
Yes, you are right. There are two verbs. So the first one, of course, believe, right? Believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, so then you start acting. So this is how I see that principle in my way. That first I started to believe in my skills, in the life that I want to have, and then I started acting.
So if you were to help somebody develop these principles, what would be your recipe? Can you propose kind of sub-principles of the principle number 9?
Yeah, that's a good question. Sub-principles, yeah. Perhaps, well, you can't do anything at one moment, right? And not spontaneously. You have to, I've got the feeling that the sub-principle would be planning. Yeah, I think planning. So whenever you do something, so you have to plan, do it step by step, and introduce this step by step, which means that the outcome of the whole principle, based on sub-principles, is something that you were just expecting.
Thank you very much. It seems very interesting to think about planning when speaking about the principle number 9, believing in yourself and act. So when I ask you the question, like, you talk to people, you work with people, how can you recognize this quality in others? When you observe, how do you know that this person just believes in himself, or she believes in herself?
I don't want to say that this is my intuition.
Why not?
Oh, why
That's
not?
the principle number 4.
Yeah, why not? Maybe this is the intuition. Maybe this is something natural that you've got this sense in your mind, in your being, that you, whenever you just talk to the person, you suddenly discover that the person has this principle in his veins, let's say. Sometimes the way he talks to you, the way he looks at you, the way he behaves, the body language. So all these factors probably somehow, when they're combined, so they've got this outcome, and then I see the person's quality and this principle that he believes in what he does, and in what he's doing for the whole life.
He or she.
He or she, yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay, so we've got the final question, and the final question is, that's the quality, that's one of your strengths. So what do you do to take care of this quality so that it's improved and you can feel that it's growing? So what do you do? How do you take care of yourself?
Um, I think, first of all, I think that the principle number 9 is Yeah, I analyzed this question, and I think that the only thing that now I'm processing is just when I get some feedback from any kind of task that I do, I analyze this task, I analyze the feedback, and I draw some conclusions, and I try to improve that in such a way so I implement the conclusions into the next step. And that makes me believe that what I do is worth time and worth my energy and anything that I push myself into it.
That's brilliant, because you have just named the principle of open mind, and then the self-reflection that and your willingness to work on yourself and constantly develop as a professional, as a human being. So thank you very much, Agnieszka.
Thank you.
It's been lovely talking to you.
Yeah.
And I believe you're going to watch this maybe again and find out something very specific about the principle number 9, believe in yourself.